Okay, so I'm going to start looking at electrics because very little works in this at the moment. Radio does not work, the clock doesn't work, the heater doesn't work, the indicators don't work. Couple of the lights in the display do work, so you know, take your wins where you can get them, and headlights and one of the tail lights works, so again it's not all bad. A little. Okay, so dangling wire obviously doesn't bode well when you've just got like more dangling wires. Oops. Might open up the glove box. We can see more dangling wires in there, things that should be connected but are not. There's all sorts of harnesses and whatnot under here. I don't know if that's going to come out. Probably not. And the fuse board is under there somewhere. So yeah, the plan is to get to the fuse board, clean it up, connect some stuff up, put some fuses in, and see if anything else works at that point. Okay, so I've got to the fuse board. It's in about as difficult a spot to get to as you can imagine, but you get a little bit of a view of under the dashboard, and again it's not massively rusty under here, which is good to see. A little bit of surface rust, but you know, car is 69 years old. But yeah, I can see there's a lot of fuses missing, so let's replace some of those and wire a few things up and see what springs to life. Okay, lights on. Okay, and go for the brakes. Then again. And again. Once again. Got the car up on ramps today, so we'll have a little look underneath, see if I can have a poke around with the speedo cable and have a look at how the exhaust is connected up. I've got to say, I'm not enormously enthusiastic about being underneath the car, but I've got to get used to that, I guess. Get a better view of one of the hangers for the exhaust. Looks a little bit like a piece of scrap metal. I'm sure that's not the case. In fact, further down it looks like the exhaust is just sort of resting on one of the mounts for the handbrake. Oh yeah, on the other side, I don't know if we can see that. That really does look like a bit of scrap metal. Anyway, yeah, good fun. Okay, main thing I wanted to look at today was the speedometer, which is one of the many items on my list of things that don't work. So this is where the speedo cable goes into the gearbox. So I'm going to take that out, clean it up and see if that improves matters. Okay, so the speedo cable underneath the car comes out and there's no obvious like cable inside it. You've got like a sort of the cable's sort of a duct with a piece of metal that goes down the middle that rotates, and sort of, well, one end it rotates on the gearbox and on the other end it rotates at the speedometer, and that's what shows you how fast you're going. But there is nothing in there, it's just like an empty pipe. At both ends it's just an empty pipe. So what's happened to the bit that rotates in the middle, who knows? This was supposed to be a nice quick easy job, this one, a bit of low-hanging fruit, and already it's no, that's order a new one. Yep. So I was going to tackle the lack of horn and see if I could identify anything wrong with the indicators, but unfortunately that all hinges on one single screw that's at the back of the steering wheel that requires a clutch head screw. What the hell is a clutch head? Anyway, so I've had to order one of those off eBay, and that will come through in a couple of days. So let's abandon the clutch screw issue, and I've turned my attention to the instrument cluster. So I've already loosened all of this off, so this opens up, and then this dude pulls out of here somehow. Definitely don't try to do this one-handed. And what we got in the back there is all the terminals, and what was interesting to see was, so some helpful previous owner has obviously had this open at some point and put the colour, the names of all the colours for each of the coloured cables, which is very helpful. And it's interesting to see that pink and brown, which are the connections for the petrol tank, are not connected. So I think that's these dudes here, so I will connect these up. And wouldn't it be nice if that miraculously makes the fuel gauge work? The fact that that would be so nice as that mean will instantly tell you that's not going to be the case. It won't be that easy. But what I'm going to do is clean this up a little bit in here, clean up the terminals, clear some of the rubbish out of here, put it back together again, and then I'll see if the fuel gauge works. So we get in here, give these a little sanding, get them all nice and shiny, so we've got some good electric contacts. There. Just like it came from the factory. So I'll do that to all of these. Cool. Okay, so I've reconnected the fuel gauge. Wouldn't it be nice if it now worked and it wasn't an issue with the fuel sender, which is a take the fuel tank off job and a real pain in the ass. So it appears to be a problem with the fuel sender and a pain in the ass.